This is Lant Street, home of Mrs. Suxby and her band of pickpockets. Just one of many sets constructed for the TV adaptation of Sarah Waters's award-winning novel, Fingersmith. It's week 5 on location for the production team. It's directed by Aisling Walsh and produced by Georgina Lowe for Sally Head Productions.
What I want to do and what we always try and find is a wonderful story with rich characters, you know, with an unusual backdrop.
The drama has a top-of-the-range cast, including rising stars Elaine Cassidy, Sally Hawkins and Rupert Evans, along with eminent screen veterans David Troughton, Charles Dance and Imelda Staunton.
Well, I have to say with Fingersmith, Sarah Waters has written this extraordinary thriller, in my mind, 1860s thriller, which I don't know if there's another one around, and it's sort of very original, very fast-moving, authentic, and I think it's a cracking tale. An absolute page-turner, which I think is hard to make work on films, but I have to say the adaptation has been fantastic.
Published in 2002, Sarah Waters's novel Fingersmith was shortlisted for the Booker Prize. Waters is now established as one of Britain's most successful novelists. Her books have the ambition and complexity of great Victorian literature, but she gives them her own distinctive twist.
Well, Fingersmith really came out of my interest in and enthusiasm for those sort of mid-19th century novels of sensation, like The Woman in White, stuff like that. So it was very much an attempt by me to write a novel that was very faithful to that quite mad, quite wild sort of literary tradition, but also make it tell a modern kind of story that it couldn't quite tell in its own day, but is all sort of there in the margins. Part of the way I've tried to make it contemporary is to kind of focus on aspects of Victorian society that people aren't so familiar with. So, for example, pornography, lesbian desire, you know, which is sort of, I think, there as a subtext to lots of Victorian fiction. But what I've been able to do, you know, writing with our sort of literary mores today, is to sort of tease them right out and put them at the centre of a story rather than kind of at the edges.
Sally Head Productions dramatised Sarah Waters's first novel, Tipping the Velvet, for the BBC in 2002. It was a big hit with the critics, so it's no surprise that Sally Head was keen to follow up its success by adapting Fingersmith.
The thing about Sarah's writing is that it is compelling. She is a compelling storyteller. And I, beyond anything else, I love a good story. So, I mean, Tipping the Velvet, you know, the ingredients are fine, they're rare, it's lesbian, it's a music hall, it's a love story, and those in themselves are terrific ingredients. And I think actually Fingersmith is even more compelling. It's a superb piece of writing. It's a Dickensian or Wilkie Collins-ish in flavour. But beyond it, and importantly, the characters you actually fall in love with or you love to hate.
The novel follows the fortunes of a gang of London fingersmiths or pickpockets. It's rich, tightly plotted, Dickensian, and ripe for adaptation into a thrilling period drama.
Each character is, you know, beautifully realised, but very, very idiosyncratic and individual. Sue is wonderful, Maud is tragic and inward-looking, Mrs. Suxby is wonderful.
I play Mrs. Suxby, who's sort of head of the con gang, really. Heart of gold, obviously, but problem with money, wants it, and will do anything to get it. So it's a great part. I'm so thrilled to be doing it. It's just a wonderful role.